Join me as I continue my journey walking alongside the British man who is travelling around the entire world without using cars, planes or any other mode of transport to get back to his hometown of Hull. Karl Bushby started his 58,000 kilometre journey nearly 27 years ago at the bottom of South America. Since then he's walked up all the Americas, crossed over a frozen ice bridge to get into Russia, swum the Caspian Sea and is now on the home straight in Europe, with his end destination of Hull in the UK looming ever closer. We resume our walk on the edge of the Bulgarian city of Sofia, heading northwards in the direction of the Romanian border. The road leading out of the city continued in the same fashion, providing a great barrier from the ongoing traffic. But as soon as we crossed the city boundary, we traded the sanctuary of cycle paths for the side of a dual carriageway.
Official leaving town?
Yeah. Goodbye, Sofia. This was Road 81 out of Sofia, a second-class road in Bulgaria, something we'd probably call an A road in the UK, made up of both dual and single carriageway sections. Karl actually prefers to be walking along the even bigger highways, where there's typically 3 lanes and a hard shoulder, but unfortunately he's banned from using them in Bulgaria. This was because the local traffic police stopped him a couple weeks prior to my visit, issued him a ticket and told him to get off the highways. It turned out to be his first traffic violation of the entire journey since he started at the bottom of South America, and it only took a couple weeks of walking in Europe to get one. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why doesn't Karl just stick to the small back roads and avoid these A roads and the highways altogether? Well, there's a couple of reasons. Many of these smaller roads have blind corners, and just because they're back roads doesn't necessarily mean the cars are going to go any slower. When Karl is pushing the beast, it can be tricky to get the car out of the way quickly in that sort of situation. By contrast, a highway usually has a hard shoulder for Karl to walk along, multiple lanes for vehicles to move into, a straight line of sight so you can see what's coming, consistent tarmac, and is often the most direct route to your end destination. Anyhow, we were making do with this A road. Karl kept moving at a steady pace, and most drivers weren't fazed by us at all, aside from the odd grumpy motorist. The majority simply moved into the outside lane and gave us a space without any trouble. We carried on until we pulled into a petrol station for some lunch. We knew that the road ahead was going to narrow, and to make things worse, we would be battling uphill. Drop a follow to see how the rest of the day panned out.